my daughter's 15, she came back and she said she's not going to get to vote, but she wanted to talk about it. She knows she can't vote because she's not going to have the right, she'll not be old enough. But is very motivated, and her friends are beginning to talk about it, but they're getting very little support from the school.
So, point in for Shireen, what are you going to do with that, Shireen?
I think there's just an example of what's happening at Ross High, and I think maybe we need to make sure that's happening in other places. What they're doing is they're having a mock referendum in the school, they're engaging with S1 right up to S6, and if that's happening in one school, we need to make sure the other schools are aware of that and that they're kind of doing the same.
It's got to be policy, it's got to be across the board because it is fundamental and it fits perfectly. So curriculum for excellence is about responsible citizens. What more, what greater opportunity could we have? We mustn't miss this boat. It's really life or death actually for our society. Whatever way it goes, it's crucial. So, and it's a great opportunity.
I'm going to let Caroline come in on that as well, because obviously this is a bit of a job.
No, I mean, I just think that's great, and I suppose it's part of the joining up that we're going in, and hopefully, and I would urge, if you even have that couple with Head of Education or any of those discussions, that we need a strategic approach so that every school is having those, and that's great. And I think some of the other schools have done some great stuff, but it's all just depends on each school, and if you've got a good school, great, or if you happen to be, there needs to be little conversations as well, because I think a lot of young people aren't confident at speaking in big forums as well. So those small discussions in small groups about, like you say, I don't know enough about it. Well, how would I go? I just don't know what my mum and dad does. Or those discussions, and we have some great discussions with, and the list here about, we pay taxes, leave school at 16, we can. We can own our own home, we can get married, we can have children, we can drive, we can be tried in court as an adult, we can join the army, and but we can't vote in elections. But, like you say, you can do all those things badly, or you can do them well, and be, and that's the sort of discussions we need to have with young people.
Fantastic.
Well, what I'll do next week is I'll come on during some of the Head of Education.
There's a result. Later on then as well. Bree, you want to come in there? Tell us about what's now in my hands. But I'm a cuckoo in the nest because I'm married for 5, but I am married to a belter, so she's born in Sinead, so I'm half and half. So we've had some really interesting discussions with the T-shirt lady over there, my daughter, this past couple of weeks, past couple of days. I've been called sexist, I've been called a number of things, and because I've started this conversation, it does worry me. I'm an education worker at Claim, and I work with young people in Fife, and it does worry me the perception of women's role in society. The young woman I'm working with and my daughter, but she doesn't see the struggle that women have gone through. And we were talking about women who died 2 days ago. I can't remember her name, but she was an actress. She was 180 when she was a suffragette. She started at CMD, found a mentor. This was lived through that whole episode that they're getting taught about. So she said, I'm not about the suffragettes. I think that. And I said, well, when I was at school, the difference for me, I still had things that I needed to do that I couldn't do. I went to careers and being a nurse, all these feminine jobs, and my mother got other options. I was not for the bus driver, I was not for the fireman, I was offered very atypical jobs for you to go and do. And the difference is now the opportunities that the young women have, but they need to see there still is a battle. There's still not a battle in an aggressive way, but there's still a wee healthy decline. And I think it can be aggressive, you're right. And I think it's key that we keep groups like this and events like this. We need more than just 2 of them standing in the corner filming. They're here and involved in that conversation. And just from the lady's point in the corner about the young adults with learning difficulties, same, I've got a son the same, and that worries me because all these kids get up to 16, their disability level and will stop. And the carers and the mothers in the background who have worked their entire lives to care for the child, that child will go right through their life with that person doing that. So the carer, because of the change in their welfare coming through, for good or for bad or indifferent, we have got a generation, young people who are walking to 13, 14, 15, become 16, are going to still not won't happen for them. They're not going to have that opportunity. They're not going to have the opportunities, they're not going to have the college places, and they're not going to have the opportunities that the support they can't have. I know in Fife we just did a big event with all the kids at Shoot Parliament and stuff as well, that spoke about, actually talking about saving £1 million in Fife Council by taking support assistants out of all the classrooms. Just to save £1 million. Is it worth £1 million? I'm giving 2 million if I had it. But also increasing shortening the school day. And what was the other one? And our 14-year-old comes in and says, £1 million to take support assistants out. They're going to shorten the teacher's working day and the school day. We have to do 5 full days in school, we don't do the 4.5 like we live for the pupils. And we're also going to create executive heads. And this wee guy said, there's a lot of hole there. He says, because if you take away the support assistants, surely teachers need more time to plan the class. And they're also going to increase. They're going to take away the class sizes. You know, the one thing where SNP brought it was the 18 for primary ones, whatever. They're talking about the version that increasing the class sizes up to 30 and 35 in high schools. So this wee 14-year-old comes in and says, you take all the support assistants out of the class, you shorten the school day, and you increase the class sizes. My teacher knows just going to be even more proud. So, there's an element there that we shouldn't patronize them. They have to just able to sit, look at that whole sheet, the big hand, and actually say, wait a minute, there's a hole there, and you're so I'll shut up.
My children I didn't in any way kind of dictate any kind of moral code apart from you do not do any harm to anyone and try and do good. But last Saturday, watching the X Factor, I saw Lady Gaga, or Sunday night where it was she performed, singing "Do What You Want to My Body." I was so angry, and I've never felt that way about things like that. I just thought, what a dreadful message. Trying now to say it's about, oh, it's, you know, you can't take my soul, so you might take my body. You know, but absolutely was the wrong message to go out to young people at that time. I'm so glad that so many people complained about it. And just finally, Fife Council has 100 million cuts to find. So that's it. I'll have that discussion with you later.
Thank you. Any other questions? No, good. Thank you. You have to know over the break time. I'd like to thank you all to thank our fantastic panel.
I think from all the panel, I'd like to say a big thank you to Claire.
Do you know that I wanted that? Thank you so much. Actually, I was doing a lot of speaking a couple of weeks ago with Miriam and she was absolutely an inspiration. Thank you very much for that. That was on my Sunday list. Cancel that one. Okay, before we move on, and thank you to all of you for all your brilliant questions as well. I think it's been great, really great debate, and clearly we're going to have meetings like this. Yeah, we've got lots to say, that's for sure. A couple of things, I'm going to do my thanks now before I get to you.